Ryan! We're gonna try this again. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better today than I was yesterday, so we're gonna see how it goes. I can't find my headphones though, so the audio might be slightly worse today. I have no idea where they may be, but that's okay. It's way less muggy. Well, it's like cold and lovely. I mean, I have a sweatshirt on right now, so it's like perfect out. I even have a fire going in my studio right now. It's lovely. My attitude is a million times better. So I just don't do well in heat. I never have. I'm a cold weather kind of guy. So, but these are these are so much better. Brian, what's good, man? This one I don't think we're gonna like anyway because of how we made it, but Dima, what's good? What's happening? Tell me everything. How's karma? But I was struggling yesterday. That was just too much. Too many things all happening together, not working out, and that's okay. Some days are just off. I do slightly still feel bad about banning that one dude, but you know, it's what it is. Oh man, I bet she's extra sassy if she can't get outside. Boy, oh boy. I would be, that's for sure. Little Dog and I are great. I took a friend who really likes gemstones, and I took her to my secret garnet hunting spot. And so we were hunting for garnets for a couple hours this morning. And then I've just been chilling, just trying to get into a place where I felt like I wanted to actually be in the studio, you know? Agreed, kitten. It is good to also, and we've talked about this, but some days are just good in the studio and some days aren't, and you gotta just walk away when they're not. So, oh yeah, it was great. We're making cups today. Though this cup, I think we're gonna cut in half. I kind of already thought we were gonna do that from the get-go. I just don't like how it looks. It isn't looking right. And I need to order, I have to order some underglaze today. I want to go, so if you guys were going to pick underglazes for the next firing, I was thinking pink and red and not doing orange this time. What do you guys think? Thoughts? I don't want to do black again. I think black was fine. Purple just came out blue. I don't want to do that again either. The orange was good. I can't go wrong with orange, but the orange doesn't seem to sell well. Red? Okay, so red, pink, maybe try a yellow. Would a yellow be interesting? I think there is a yellow underglaze, so. Yellow and red. Yellow, red, pink. No yellow? You don't like yellow? It's not going to be like a yellow. It might not even come out yellow. I mean, the purple was supposed to come out purple and it came out blue. You're into the yellow, kitten? Nah. Do you even know the shade of yellow, though? I don't. It's going to look like a banana Jolly Rancher flavor. I think it's worth a try. I might just buy the colors that, yeah, I think so too, kitten. The pink was killer. I think I might just buy a bunch of the colors that we don't normally see. Actually, you know what? Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna quickly look at their colors. Because we tried the chartreuse, which was nice, but I don't think was anything special. Speedball underglaze. So I'm quickly looking over here. Speedball has really great ones because they're very true to color. Okay, so if I'm just doing a quick look, we have yellows. We have violet, black, blue, pink, soft pink, yellow, orange, saffron yellow, or tan. Tan could be very interesting. I don't know what we're thinking about that. Flame red, gray. Gray. Wait a minute. Could you imagine a gray with a white underglaze on top? I think that could be very cool. Okay, so I'm gonna just get some. I'll get some random ones tonight, or maybe we'll talk about them. It would be pale because it's gonna be Brian, because it's gonna be a soft yellow and then a white translucent glaze on top, so it would come out like a essentially Jolly Rancher yellow. So this is how it's gonna work. There's always a chino on top. It's gonna be a white chino, and then the under would be the color, right? So I couldn't do gray and pink unless I did both of those underglazes and the chino on top, right? A dark green could be cool. Have we done a dark green? I don't think so, right? Ah, not attached. I'm sure they have like a forest green. Would we want a forest green or would we want a lighter green? Kitten, what are you thinking? Yeah, the chartreuse. And the chartreuse came out blue-ish, didn't it? I guess it kind of greeny blue, a teal almost. Okay. So as of right now, I'm gonna get a red, a pink, a dark green, and a yellow, and a gray. Now keep in mind, each one of these bottles is 20 bucks, 22 bucks, and this will all be gone by the end of it. So we don't want to get too many because I don't want to spend like hundreds of dollars on glaze, because that's not even the main glaze part. Okay, this is working so much better. Now that we're not fighting how wet the clay was and how grumpy I was. Man, I had such serious grumpies yesterday. That wasn't good. It is what it is. I think so. Some of these are honestly a little bit too dry, but I would take this over yesterday. I just don't feel like struggling with it at the moment. The problem with trimming this dry is you really need a sharper tool, and I don't own sharp tools because I'm used to trimming so wet. Also, hey Kitten, do you want a better overhead view, like where it's like right on top? Would you guys prefer that over on YouTube? The TikTok one's the side profile, and then the YouTube's the overhead profile. Yeah, I mean, when I'm grumpy, this is definitely better. Not that I'm grumpy today, but this is definitely easier to work with. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, these were the ones I was making off camera. And I was just kind of like going super thin. You want to try, Kitten? Would it be good? Just for a half a second over on YouTube, I'm gonna try it with you guys. Try to do something different because I'm sort of curious. Can I zoom in? I can. Haha. really see what I'm doing. So, I was planning on us making some big jars today, and I still think we're gonna do that. But we're just gonna start it. We're gonna do the first part today, and then throw the second part tomorrow, and we'll do that after we actually make trim these cups. Because we need to really start doing that. This firing is gonna come up soon. Yeah, I want you to be all the way up in there, you know? Really get that face all up in that trimming lines. Oh yeah, these are killer. This one's sweet. I'm having such a better experience today. Yesterday sucked. Yesterday was a beautiful day. I loved yesterday as the day, but not for pottery. The day was fantastic. All right, here's a kind of like a boring looking one, but I think it'll be kind of cool. Just like a stock standard, go to a Japanese restaurant, get some sencha. Should we eat some of the trimming lines? Some of the trims? Is that, we still gotta make that video, that whole YouTube channel where we just eat clay. I think it'd be good. Brian, you're not into that? Why not? We'll do, it's like that woman who did the cool stuff with bread. She just did, you know, just ate bread in really weird ways and squished bread in really weird ways. We'll do that with clay. We'll just take one of these and just, oh wait, where's my mouth? That was horrible. Who decided to do that? Oh God. Excuse me. Whose idea was that? Not mine. Brian, why'd you make me eat that clay? Brian, that was super messed up, dude. Making me eat clay on a live video. Oh yeah, I mean, clay is edible. You could definitely eat this if you wanted to. It doesn't taste like much. The texture is just not great. And that was so thin, it just threw me off, honestly. I know, kidding, can you believe Brian would make me do that? We are currently eating little ribbons of clay. If you'd like to join us, Garcia. You know, Silly Putty is way gnarlier than this. I think this would be 100 times more tasty than that. Granted, I've never had Silly Putty in my mouth, but that sounds gross to me. Well, Lara, what's up? How are ya? Oh yeah, look at those nice throw-in marks. That's pretty nice. I like that one. So I'm in an art show this weekend. Yeah, agreed, kitten. 100% would rather eat clay than Silly Putty any day of the week. So I'm in a pottery well, it's an art show this weekend. So if anybody's in Connecticut and wants to say hi, I'm around. Hold on, I'm just organizing this thing. This tray. Okay, here's some weird ones that I threw. This is a guy wanted this T-bowl. He didn't have time to make it. He just wanted to try glazing it with me. He's gonna be driving up here from DC to do this, and so I just kind of made a T-bowl to his specifications, and he's gonna do the rest. He essentially is just like a very expensive paint your own pottery day, which is fine by me. The one thing is he didn't like these throwing lines, so we're gonna try to trim those out if possible. I liked them, but he was not a fan, so. Honestly, this is a little bit too big for me as far as like matcha goes and drinking from a tea bowl, but he really likes these larger forms. So. Let's see if we can get rid of these throwing lines. I think we should be able to. There's only a couple that are a little bit deep. I guess you guys can't really see what I'm doing on YouTube at this point, but just trust me, I'm getting rid of some throwing lines. I do too. Small teacups are where they're at. We're going to be making some small cups soon. We need to make the large pieces, and then after we do no! No! Well, that's not good. I don't know what to do about that. Let me try to patch this. I really don't want to throw another one for him. But I don't think this is going to work because it's so dry that this patch probably will not take. But what we're going to just do is shove some clay in here. That's how you do it. Just smack it in. Look at that. Could you tell that that's a patch? We'll come back to this one. But you know, here's the problem, is that when you flip it upside down, it looks like a horrible mess. Okay, Brian. God, always getting on my case about these patches I'm doing.
So here's another one that this is the first one I did for him, but I think it's too small. But I'm just going to give him the opportunity to choose which one he wants. So it can either be a big guy or a little guy. Because he might decide that the smaller one's actually better. I probably honestly will throw another one today as well of these. Just because I don't want him to get here and then he's like glazing a broken piece. So it would take me like 35 seconds to throw a new one. It's not a big deal. So that's the problem with trimming this dry, because I'm not used to it. It's harder for me to tell where the bottom is. So for the sake of it, we'll just do that. Lindsay, how are you? Oh, my day is great. How's your day? And this is just like a bowl thing because I got bored. Sharp. What's good? Oh, can't complain. I was out there helping a friend out. We were looking for garnets today. Lindsay, no, why? Tell me everything. You're off. Fantastic. What are you doing on your off day? I'm just opening my door. It's getting kind of toasty in my studio because I have this nice fire going. Ooh, nice. How is it? I've never watched it before. I'm sorry to hear that, Lindsay. There's nothing specific that's going on that's causing it to be a bad day. It's just kind of not a great day. Oh, Brian, if you have to ask, then I can't tell you. So these were just like kind of round bowls that I just, I don't know. Okay, it's worth it? Okay. What's it about? That's part of it. I'm also an addict for fires, Brian. I have like multiple fires a day. I'm sorry, Lindsay. That's a bummer. Well, if you ever feel like talking about it, you let me know. Come on, buddy. kind of want to square off the top of this one if I can a little bit. These were just kind of for funsies. I don't know if that's necessarily possible, but maybe we'll just give it a little tap. There we go. A little love tap here and there. You should, Queen. Been trying to get people to do this for years now, and it seems like it's slowly catching on, but it's great. It's my kind of take on the Japanese version, which has it stacking on the inside section, which I don't like. Just the dryness, and then everybody has their own definition on what type of leather hard they like to work with. This is too hard for me. I don't like this hard a leather hard. Oh man, the square bowl that I said that is yours to Ireland? Oh my god. To be honest, I completely forgot about it. I'm sorry about that. I could ship it tomorrow if you'd like. I can figure out a listing today. Will you send me your address so I can, on Instagram, so I can just kind of like get a base idea on shipping costs? But how much did I say for the bowl? It was like 35 bucks, right? It was something super cheap, right? What's up, Will? Cool. Oh no, I lost my stamp. It's like completely disappeared from me. Whatever. Mimosa? No. I started yesterday. You could be like this tomorrow if you started today. Awesome, appreciate it. But yeah, Brian, it really just is like, leather hard means you can start trimming it. And so whatever your definition of trimming is essentially leather hard in my mind. I'm sure others have a different way of defining it. It does, yeah. It's not cheap for nice stuff, but you can get a wheel for 200 bucks on Amazon or something like that. Kiln will probably cost you unless you get a used one. And that'll still probably cost you because it's going to be a pain to fix up. I'm liking these. I'm just gonna give them a little tap. You're into it, Beck? Cool. I'm glad to hear it. What kind of kiln for 20 grand? Jesus, it's expensive. They buy a small soda kiln? Why was it so much? I'd be curious at what kind of kiln it is, because 20 grand is a lot for a school. What's up, Vivian? I can barely speak English, so I'm afraid if you want me to respond, it has to be there. I apologize for that. What's up, Jacob? How are you? Yeah, I'd be curious to hear more about it. Oh, see, I appreciate you. Beck, I started throwing yesterday. This is actually my second day. I'm just trying it out. Have you tried before? It turns out pottery's way easier than anybody said. You can just like get right into it. Yeah, ever doing pottery. This is my second day. uh, oh yeah, that's awesome. Did you like it? Oh, Robin, it's because it's my own design. It's a... Uh-oh. Hold on, I forgot to plug you guys into the charger. Hold up, you guys over on TikTok. Ah! We're gonna go for a bumpy ride for a second. So, Robin, I took it from a Japanese method, but I like my method more. So, there's... You seat the piece in, so it sits just on the top. Mine sits on the rim, and I like it a little bit more. I bet they will be beautiful, Beck. That's my assumption. Absolutely stunning. Oh, man. I wish TikTok would show me the comments that got filtered. I'm so curious. I feel like most of the time it's not even anything bad. It's nice on YouTube because it shows me if I want to see. Well, dip glazing is the way to go. Just lots of practice, Lydia. I throw my bases about a 3/4 of an inch thick, and so I know I have room to go down on the rim, on the foot rim, and on the inside. So sometimes I go through. I went through on one of the pieces already today, but that's pretty rare. Yeah, that's awesome. What are you going to work on in this next wheel class? Is there something specific you're interested in, or? Oh, God. Sure is, Lydia. This is a pretty hard leather hard. I'm not a huge fan of trimming at this stage. I like to trim at a wet one, but I got so grumpy yesterday I started banning people on my live because I didn't like being mansplained to. Usually I like trolls, but I couldn't handle it yesterday. Hell yeah. I love that idea. Also, just as a reminder, if anybody wants to see a different angle, YouTube has an overhead so you can actually see what I'm trimming. TikTok has a side view. What is the planter for? What's up, Gerd? Fantastic name. Even though I mispronounced it. It's a wonderful name. Yeah, hand building is not fun. I mean, it's fun for some people. I'm not a fan myself. I do it from time to time. You know, I learned years and years ago from a guy named Jeff Shapiro this cool technique on hand building. Maybe this is probably almost a decade ago now. And I like that. That was kind of fun, but I was doing it for bonsai pots and things like that, and I kind of just stopped once I stopped making that kind of pottery. Here, hold on. You guys are wobbling a little bit. I'm just gonna see if that helps. Oh no! Did all the holes clog up? What's up, Gaddy? Yeah, Robin, this is a better view to me, too. I mean, this really shows what's happening. Is it? What about making the foot as hard for you? Oh, dang. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, God. I'm gonna move these closer to us in a second. They're a little too far away for my liking. Orange, fantastic name. What's up, Roy? Ah, yeah, fair. A lot of this stuff just has to do with like extra stability. Ah! Look how stable that was. Oh my god, Beck, I love all those ideas. Send pictures, please. I want to see everybody's stuff. Please send pictures. On Instagram, because I don't know how to look at pictures anywhere else. Trimming's my favorite. Oh, I can't complain. It's a beautiful day, Orange. Now, are you a wizard that just makes everything orange, or are you a wizard that is able to produce oranges? Can you tell me the background here, the lore, the whole scenario, the situation? You should. I mean, it's almost berry season. Colanders are where it's at. Yes, yes, please. I want to see everything. I want to see all pictures of everything. What's up, MM? They're going to be a little bit small for matcha, so I was thinking more pu'er. But you could theoretically make matcha out of these if you had a small whisk, but these are going to shrink 14%. So imagine, or 14.5%. So these are going to shrink an inch in every dimension. So these are going to be small. So I don't really know. That wouldn't really bode well for matcha, to be honest. You want something slightly bigger than this. Like you want, for matcha, you want something finished that's more along that line, size-wise, right? Killer. Love it. Love everything about it. What's your dog's name? What's up, Green? Where am I? I'm in Connecticut. And if anybody's in Connecticut and wants some private lessons, you let me know. I'm not that cheap, but you'll learn how to throw pretty quickly. Or improve on something if you want. Yeah. Whereabouts are you, Robin? Amazing. Love it. Bit of a drive then, Robin. Ah! We're gonna call it anyway. What was that in North Carolina for? I guess Encika was in North Carolina 2 years ago. I was down there for that. I think it was in North Carolina. Did you go to that? I was demoing for Sheffield Pottery, I think, for that Encika. I didn't go this past year. It was in Utah. I probably should have gone, but I had slipped a disc and I don't know. Walking was hard. That's not bad. That's not bad. I also am game to do Zoom classes as well. I've only done a few so far, so I haven't really figured out exactly how I want to function, have to structure them and everything. But essentially, it would just be you throwing, I'm throwing with you, and kind of talk about things. It's not going to be nearly as helpful as an in-person class, but yeah. Who doesn't want to stay put? Kitten? Yes, yes, Orange. I sell everything I make. So my website's up on my. I think there's a link in my bio to check out the current work I have. And I'm in a show in Connecticut next weekend. If anybody's in the area and wants to come say hi and have some tea. In Kent, Connecticut. Oh, they really don't, kid. The problem is I'm not adding enough moisture to my chuck, but I'm too lazy to add more moisture to the chuck, so there's really not much water left in my studio, and I didn't feel like getting more, so. Nice. Right on, Robin. It takes a long time. Pottery's hard. Raven! Oh my god, it's a million times better than yesterday after I threw my little grumpy temper tantrum. How you doing? Ah, yes, sorry, Beck. Pottery is really easy, and anybody can do it second day. Thank you, Beck. I appreciate that. I almost lied to everybody and said that it was hard. I'm just slapping these around a little bit just to mess up the top a little bit. Just, I don't know, try something different. I don't usually slap them around like that. Ah. Oh, you missed my temper tantrum? It's okay. It was a short-lived video. I just got grumpy. It was too hot. It was too muggy. The clay was too wet. I was just not having it yesterday whatsoever. So I just walked away. So here's the deal. Shipping outside the U.S. is around like $40 right now, to the UK, to Ireland, to whatever. You know what I mean? To Australia, it's 45. Singapore, it was 45 the last time I checked. It's kind of been going up, but it is what it is. Thanks, C. Appreciate that. Robin, we're using 92700 porcelain. It's a cone 10 porcelain that I'm going to be firing to cone 12 pretty soon. I just picked this up, got 10 boxes. I got 8 boxes of porcelain and 2 boxes of a cone 10 stonework called T3 that we're going to be working, like doing some decal-ish, or not decals, not transfers, resists with painter's tape. We're going to do some fish and things like that soon. No, why? What temperature did you get to? What was the issue? Was it just not getting to heat? Not enough insulation, or what do you think the issue was? And what temperature were you trying to fire to? So all this stuff is going to get into my next wood firing. I have a little wood kiln, and I'm part of the New England Wood Firing Conference this year, which is happening in less than a month. And so I'm just making extra work in case the people who paid to be a part of it did not bring enough, and we need to just have the kiln filled. I'm taking 3 rows for myself, and then the rest is for them. So they paid collectively like $1,000 or something. But I built a cool little For those who don't know, I built this very cool little wood kiln in 2019, and it fires to cone 12 in 9 hours. And the results are really, really awesome. The stuff that's on my website currently is all from my last wood firing, I believe, which was pretty recently, like a month ago, maybe, at this point. This piece that I'm drinking out of right here is from that kiln, but from a different firing. And if you're wondering why these two different colors, this color right here is mold. This is a different porcelain, and then this is the current porcelain. I know you guys on TikTok can't see that, but on YouTube it shows all the extra bits and things like that. Yes, my little makeshift coffin kiln. It's not so little. It holds a couple hundred pieces. Huh. Gotcha. So wait, the corrugated metal was directly inside the kiln? It wasn't on top? You didn't... Oh my god, Fallon! How are you? I thought you were at work all day today. How's your day going? Thanks, Orange. Appreciate you, man. Good luck with everything. And if you are interested in buying something, send me a message over on Instagram, because I don't have it set so you can actually buy internationally unless you let me know, and then you can. Oh, nice. How's that going? How's everybody doing? There's a lot of reasons that could be what's causing the inconsistency. Send me a picture on Instagram and let me know, because it's hard, or try to explain it here, but it's hard for me to say unless I saw something. You want to come tomorrow night and get your mugs, your cups? That's fine. That works for me. I'm around. Wait, what day is it tomorrow? Sunday? Yeah, I'll be back. I have to teach tennis, but I'll be back in the evening. Okay. Okay. Yes, that's right. It was Friday and I was busy. Yep. Teaching tennis. We do the ski team. We do outdoor classes. The whole shebang, double. Tomorrow is Monday. That's right. Yes. Thank you, kitten. I see. Could you get kale wool instead of just putting metal on top? Would that be more helpful for the insulation? What time are you thinking about coming over, Fallon? My hands look good. That's what they look like when they're pulling. You gotta pay the big bucks to see that part. Okay. We'll make it work then. I would feel the same way, honestly. Yeah, your cups are looking pretty sweet, Fallon. I'm excited for you to see them in person. Oh yeah, squaring off the top there. uh, okay, what am I doing? I'm getting distracted. It's totally fair. All right. Gotcha, gotcha. It gets a really extensive. This fire is getting pretty spicy in here. I did it because it was starting to rain, and now it's getting like pretty toasty. Honestly, so Raven, I was just thinking back to when I built my first kiln. I cut so many corners, and that kiln essentially collapsed on me as I was loading it. It was a catenary arch, and I like shimmed the arch brick with soft brick, and it was not great. All right, we're making progress. Yeah, right. It was a real coffin kiln. Luckily, I was only my left arm was inside the kiln when it collapsed on me, so it all worked out in the end. But I need some more tea. Give me a sec. I'm really excited to make some big stuff. We're gonna really, I think like 3,000 grams for the bottom section of each jar. Does that sound like a decent amount? And we're gonna essentially just make the bottom two. Oh wait, I have no water in my studio. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. I'm gonna have to go find water somewhere. I use a watering can and I fill it up. I never decided to put water in my stew because there was really no reason to do it. Yeah, Raven, I'm sorry, I missed that comment. Yeah, that probably would be fine. I usually just go get some water from my house or from the hose or whatever. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish trimming what we need to trim, and then I'm gonna go put these on my shelf, and then I'll stop the video, we'll go get water, and I'll come back and we'll make the bottom parts and top parts of some big jars. If that sounds good to you guys. And the jars are gonna be like in the shape of sake bottles, I think. And so they're gonna be like our sake bottle jars, or sake bottle vases, but you could use them as a jar or a vase, I guess. That's kind of the idea I have, unless you want to see a different form. But I really like the sake bottle form. Gotcha. I'm curious if you can get it to work. I'd like to hear. Can I see a picture of what you've built at some point, if you think of it? And you were saying you were bisking, right? So what temperature were you bisking to? Like a standard like 06? Or are you bisking low like I do? Last two. Cool. Sounds great. What is that in Fahrenheit? Because I'm dumb and don't know metric. Jeez Louise. Why is this on? Oh, sorry. Excuse me, guys. So rude. Hmm. Why are you trying to bisque so hot? Just out of curiosity. Because it has an undulating top. It would ruin the top. Thanks, Wicked. Appreciate it. Great name. Blue, what's up? Came in right at the nick of time. We got, this is our second to last piece that we're trimming, and then we're gonna come back and throw some big jars that are in the shape of sake bottles. Yeah, awesome. What are you gonna make today? Last one. And then we're gonna get some water. And we're gonna throw some big stuff. Ooh, what were you gonna make for $5 pieces? I see. That makes sense, Raven. Oh, this one is dry, and I should have added water, but I don't feel like it. Love that idea. Oh, you're just reminding me that these big jars that we're gonna make, I think they're gonna be, a couple of them are gonna be garlic jars, so they'll have holes everywhere. Or maybe we'll make a big orchid pot. So many options. All right. Good. Focusing on the positivities is the one to do. Do you make, oh my God, congratulations. Yeah, I forgot you were in a show. How'd it go? Obviously pretty well if you sold all your good stuff, all your big stuff. That's so awesome. Also, we just finished trimming everything. Some sweet pieces, guys. Oh man, see, I don't know why you're getting banned for saying that, kidden. That was a very fun thing to say. All right, so we got a lot of trimming to deal with here, but I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is put everything away. I'm gonna wedge out the clay. I'll be back in like 15 minutes. I actually am coming back this time. Unlike most times when I say that, I never show up again. But dude, oh my holy shit, that's awesome! Congratulations. That's so awesome. I'm really happy to hear that. Okay, I'm gonna go. You have fun throwing. I'm gonna go get some water, get some clay, and then I'll be back. And hopefully I can catch some of your live as well if you go live. So, all right. Bye, Blue. Bye, everyone on TikTok. I don't know if you should get in or not. Also, what do you guys think of my new sun hoodie? Finally bought myself one. I've been getting a little too burnt, and I don't remember to put on sunblock, so I just bought myself a hoodie that blocks UV. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll be back in 15 minutes. I hope. Okay, bye.